Hey people, what's up? I'm up late. I just got up. I was in the studio, this room, when it's my studio. And when I'm at work, it's a studio. And I was in the studio last night past 1. It's been a while since that's happened. But even though I have the most basic Ableton, the learning curve is high. There's lots to learn. Even with the most basic version of Ableton, there's a ton of options and ways to use it, and I'm familiarizing myself. At first, honestly, at first it was in order to be more useful to Hank Red on his project, because that's what he's using at his house. But I'm finding the session view very useful, as well as in going back and forth between the session and the arrangement view. I find the arrangement view very useful because the way that I work is coming up with parts. Um, that's how I got involved with Icky Blossoms. They're actually going to be playing again. I'm not going to be playing with them live, but I'm helped make the records. But they came to me looking for a part, and the part that I gave them got them a license. For more money than I've made on a license. So I'm activated by that. So the records I'll show will be records. I played one record yesterday, so I was in the studio all day, folks. I want to just maybe just remind folks I've been on here for over 10 years. I'm at home. I'm doing this because I want to. I'm sharing my opinion, so when you share yours, please understand. I'm just telling you what I think. I don't want to debate with anybody. Okay. I see that the Republican assholes are still here. Such fools. Such fools. Yeah, I'll acknowledge that I see you here and had to delete your bullshit yesterday. What an idiot. Partisan idiots. Both sides, Democrats, Republicans, fools for money. Worthless people, all of them, okay? Do you understand? So you Republican asshole who won't go away, who's obsessed with me, just fuck off. And I know you won't, but that's to your face. And so everybody else can hear it, Yeah, GOP is full of really awful, horrible people, and the Democrats aren't any better, except we have this complete reject of a human being in Donald Trump in the lead for the GOP. That says everything about all those people. Your hearts are in the wrong place. Yeah, that stuff, when it happens, yeah, you'll hear from me about that because it's affecting the whole world in a really bad way. And it's not going to resolve in a good way, folks. See, I see that, so I'm speaking up. There's not going to be a happy ending. It's just going to it's going to keep falling apart. So Mr. Republican, I don't care what you think. Just leave. You may as well stop leaving your little messages, because you just show me how wrong and misguided and full of misinformation that you are. Fuck off. You hear me? Fuck off. Anybody else that's watching this, if you don't understand the context, watch it again. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to stupid, racist, bigoted, hateful assholes. And the GOP is full of them. And I hate war. I'm not a Democrat. I ain't riding with motherfucking Biden. Ooh, this shit pisses me off. Yeah, you don't want to hear about it, do you? But you're hearing about it because this is my life. I am not here to entertain you people, okay? If you get entertained, well, that's good for you. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm here living. So, my lecture yesterday, I was guest speaker for a class on business ethics and entrepreneurship. Basically, it's if I understand, and I can see why this professor, I forget his name, has me. Now, this is my second time he says he's definitely going to have me again. I do inspire people, the students, almost all of them, and they had this one young fellow on there who claims to be in the music business and was talking all about making 150,000 per license and stuff. It all may be true, but just the way that he spoke in relation to the conversation, it's like, I'm not like that. And I'm glad that the professor has me on here to talk to you students, someone who is not just about the money and about the business, someone who actually just wants to do the art, and that my business side is slowly but gradually growing and proliferating, which is useful to the students and also the professor, to see how is this happening? How am I doing it? What's my plan? Which there is no plan. The plan is to have a good day. That's my plan. So it went really well. And I love having the opportunity to be a person who can speak to a mainstream audience from a non-mainstream point of view, which is I don't care about the money. I'm not doing any of this because of money. And everybody else is doing it for money. I'll say it like that. I'll be blunt and crass. Everybody else is going for the money. And look at the result. Look, there's a lot of wonderful things, but the rot, because of the bottom line, is the thing that I see and never forget. And in talking to the one student who was claiming to be working on a high level financially, I told him you can have it because the people that you're working with, if you're working on that level, it ain't about you. You're a thing. Oh, you're helping to generate income. That's all they care about. They don't care about you. And I don't like that. So I'm not involved in that shit. Fuck that. Okay? So the only record that got played yesterday, and I can't remember exactly why, is Selling England by the Pound, which is probably my favorite Genesis album overall. Although all of their albums, including We Can't Dance, the one with Ray, the Ray guy, whatever his name is, I still don't care for that too much. That's not Genesis. See, that's my opinion. Okay. I don't particularly I just want to make it clear. Um, I'm sharing what I think, but I don't really want to discuss it with anyone. Not really. Because is it cold to say it? I don't care, actually. But isn't that the truth? Do you really care what other people think? Really? Think about it, You can love people and not give a shit about all the bullshit in their heads. That's what I'm saying. So, I think one of the things I wanted to do was something popped in my head, and I wanted to make sure that this pressing was decent because this series, the Genesis Trick of the Tail on yellow vinyl from this Atlantic series, I got a bad pressing of it. I didn't try to return it, and it won't bother. But this is a good clean pressing. In my discussion yesterday, my record collecting came up, and one of my most prized pieces is this John Coltrane, and I'd actually pulled it to. Thank you, Alessandro, for these cool. I went ahead and replaced one of these other albums that he gave me with this cool sleeve that has the extra flap for the record, so I could store this cosmic music separately, because it is a special record to me, and it is a real collector's item. So I want to keep it in good shape for my nephews, because they inherit this. I don't want to sell this. But I was talking about this, talking about value. People are really stuck. I mean, I pay attention to it, but it seems like the average person is really stuck on like crows. Crows are attracted to glittery things, and we are too. I am too. But it's kind of like, can't you see the forest for the trees? People are just still stuck on, ooh, that's what. How much is that worth? I mean, it's interesting, but man, I said they talked about branding. I don't brand myself. I said I call myself an old black hippie, and this professor said, "Well, that's a brand." I said, "That's a self brand, and they don't use it as a brand." I describe myself that way, but I am not branding myself in the marketplace. I'm not. I'm just, brands. That's what I hate. Everything is for sale. The bottom line is that the bottom line on this planet, if I were an alien, if I could imagine being an alien coming to this planet and being able to recognize and understand the language of this planet and see what it's about, I wouldn't want to come down here. All we're doing is using each other. It's not very advanced at all, is it? So that's some stuff I wanted to get out. Anyone that feels the need to negatively come back at me just because I'm setting a boundary, well, that's what I'm talking about. Don't you understand? Apparently not, okay? I'm in my home. You're here because you invited yourself thinking you want to spend time with me. So don't be rude. And don't come here talking some shit, because I ain't talking shit. I know that. I ain't talking shit. Is that enough? Probably. This is one of those days, as I explained, being a human being, I go through cycles, having a bit of a blue period, I suppose. Does it have to do with what I said today? Probably not, because I've been here so long that you go long enough and there's enough interaction that at times it's necessary for me to do what I call clearing the air. He says, "Excuse me, folks, let me remind you, this is not a television show. This is my life. And when you come over here talking shit to me, you are out of order. And you're just showing me what's wrong with you." And it's like the people doing it are so stupid they don't get it, so just do it again. Like doing a stupid thing is going to somehow produce an intelligent result. Not over here. Okay. So it's Thanksgiving week, and because I'm on a group chat with my family on the phone all the time, I'm seeing them making plans for their big meal. So this is a fairly big tradition in America where I live. So I don't know about the rest of the world. So I hope that you're going to have a good one. I have no plans. Very likely I'll be here and it'll just be another day for me on Thanksgiving. My cousins who own the restaurant, I've had Thanksgiving with them a couple times. But I'm not drawn to them as people. I love them, but as people, they're church Bible beaters, which I can't stand. I'm done with that insanity, organized religion insanity. You know, I could go on for years about what I dislike about the church and what it's done. So I don't have any intention of eating with them. So I might just be here, and it won't be sad, okay? Understand? It's my choice. If I really want to eat a Thanksgiving dinner with people, I can. It reminds me, one Thanksgiving I did the traditional thing for me and my little brother, because we're the only ones here in Omaha. And I cooked a turkey, a whole turkey just for the two of us. And how was it? It was glorious, because my brother made pies. For some reason, he took to that. He always said, I can't cook, but I can make pies. I don't know if it was from when my grandmother taught us or his wife, but he could make some good pumpkin pie. So those are my thoughts now. I've hardly shown any music, but again, it seems like the main thing is you folks are coming over here to just see what's going on with me. Okay. I always forget little things that I want to mention, and at this point where I'm about to shut down, I'm thinking, can I recall what I was forgetting? And sometimes I do, and today I'm not. So again, please be adult in your responses to anything I've said in this video, okay? Because I have expressed, this is again, okay, see, let me just keep going. This is something that, unless you have learned it, you don't understand. That we all have our anger, and we have our anger reactions, but there's such a thing as justified anger. Not just being angry because I'm angry. Some of the anger that I express here is justified, which is that I have been unfairly and unprovokedly assaulted verbally by others over the years, which has brought about my justified response of justified anger. It's like, why are you bothering me? I haven't done nothing to you. I didn't ask for you to come over here. And so, and it's repeated. It's like when you're kids and a kid bugs you because he knows he can get to you. That's what it is. And so after a while, it's like, okay, I'm pissed. And my response, if I cuss, whatever, it's justified. You provoked it. Do you understand? As opposed to me just sitting up here flipping off at the mouth and being negative for no reason. It's a response. So if the provocation wasn't there, this response wouldn't be happening. And this has been going on for years. I heard about it again, and that's why you're hearing about it, okay? Do you understand? Take care.